Hello again, everyone. Today, I will share my price analysis about PEPE coin, which is a coin that's been talked about a lot. Right now, the price is trading at around 38. So honestly, the point we're at right now is pretty critical. Because with these kinds of meme coins, it's not just about the technicals, but also about the hype and market psychology. Now let's look at the situation in a simple and straightforward way. Pepe had previously caught an incredible hype. In fact, at one point, it was one of the coins that almost everyone was talking about, but then there was a sharp drop and most people started to think this coin was finished. But interestingly, the 38 level we're at right now is actually an important zone when we look at the past. In other words, when the price previously reached these kinds of levels, it either received a strong reaction or lingered here for a while. So to put it briefly, this is exactly a decision point. Pepe will either break upwards from here or dip down to test new lows. Now, let's take a closer look at the technical side. What we can clearly see on the chart right now is this: the price is seriously squeezed. In other words, it's moving within a narrow range. This usually indicates that a big move is approaching. You know that classic saying, if there's a squeeze, an explosion is near, something like that. But the important thing here is the direction. If there is an upward breakout, the first target could be the 45 level, and after that, the 50 level may come into play. This means a move of about 20 to 30%, which is quite normal for a meme coin. But there's also the other side of the coin. If Pepe can't hold this level and breaks down, especially if it falls below the 35 level, things could get a bit problematic. Their selling pressure may increase and the price could drop to even lower levels. So in short, if it breaks upward, it's an opportunity. If it breaks downward, it brings risk. Now let's take a look at the psychological side of things. Right now, there's no serious hype around Pepe in the market. People have either lost interest or are just waiting. But generally, coins like this tend to make their sharpest moves at times just like these. So, when no one is talking about it, we could suddenly see a movement range of 50% to 100%. And of course, there's also the whale side of things when it comes to Pepe. Recently, we've been seeing large investors gradually re-entering the meme coin space. This makes us think smart money might be quietly taking positions. Of course, this doesn't mean it's definitely going to rise, but it's a detail that shouldn't be ignored. Now let's sum up. Pepe is currently at the 38 level and in a critical zone. If it breaks upwards, the 45 and 50 levels could be the targets. If it breaks downwards, we enter the risky zone below 35. My overall view is this: Pepe is currently at a risky point, but it also presents an opportunity. So someone who enters at the right spot can make significant gains, but a wrong move can also lead to losses. That's why the most important things here are patience and proper timing. Remember, with these kinds of meme coins, it's not just the chart. Hype and momentum are at least as influential and important as technicals. When we look at the latest news about Pepe, there's a very interesting picture. Right now, the market is actually indecisive, so there's neither a clear uptrend nor a definite downtrend. Pepe is literally in a waiting mode at the moment. The most important point that analysts are emphasizing is this: Pepe is currently stuck in a narrow range and everyone is waiting for a major breakout. In other words, the market is saying something is going to happen, but it hasn't started yet. Now, there's an important detail on the technical side. Analysts see the 5 level, that is the 50 level, as especially critical. If it breaks this level, there is talk of a potential rise of nearly 50%. But the problem right now is this: both the RSI and other indicators are in the neutral zone. In other words, the market doesn't want to go up or down. This shows us that the market is indecisive and volume is being awaited for direction. Another important point is the exit of some big names from the market. For example, the famous DJ Steve Aoki sold billions of Pepe tokens he owned. Why is this important? Because when such figures sell, it usually creates the fear of will it drop in the market, which can create pressure in the short term. But there is another side to the story as well. Since Pepe is a coin entirely dependent on hype, a single strong buying wave can change everything. So right now, everyone is waiting. Buyers are waiting for a breakout to happen. Sellers want the decline to continue. In summary, we can say this: Pepe is currently in a true calm before the storm situation. If it breaks upward, there could be a sharp rise. If it breaks downward, the decline may continue. This is a piece of news that could trigger volume. So friends, the most important thing here is this: Pepe may seem like it's not moving right now, but in reality, it's getting ready for a big move. That's all for today's analysis. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more videos.